Thank you.
I wanted to ask you just how much do you embrace the expectations placed upon you,
Mm-hmm.
everything that happened with the offense last year?
Mm-hmm.
Just talk about handling that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't really think about the expectations too much. It's definitely not. I don't put pressure on myself. I think it's real important to focus on the daily and my own process and teaching all the guys the new offense that we're bringing in. And we had success last year, and there's a lot of talented guys on this offense, so I think we'll do a good job.
Okay, we'll go next to Eric. Ryan Aber, the Oklahoma.
Yeah, John, I want to ask you about Ben Arbuckle, your relationship with him. What stands out to you about him, and how crucial was he into this decision?
Yeah.
And also, what is it about his offense that makes it so effective?
I'll say him as a person, his passion and his energy for the game of football and his players. He's built relationships with all these guys really fast. I mean, it's impressive to watch. And then his offense it's very dynamic, and we're doing a lot of good things. We only have a couple installs in right now, but you can see the people are getting it, the players are getting it, and they're feeling more comfortable in it every day, and it's exciting to see.
Go second row, John Hoover, SI Sooners.
Yeah. How much fun has it been for you so far and how important has it been for you to involve yourself and be visible in the community, in the athletic community, at games and stuff like that? Why is that important to you?
I think it's just I have a platform. I have a platform to do a lot of things. I'm sitting here right now and speaking my thoughts and my opinions, and I think people see me do it, they'll be inspired to do it too. I think just encouraging people to show out and support all the other teams because they do it for us is very important.
Is that part of being the quarterback at Oklahoma?
I think it could be. I don't think every quarterback has to be pressured into it, but I do enjoy it, and I like watching high-level sports. You look around, every sport's ranked, and every sport competes at a high level. I love watching it. I like going to gymnastics on Friday night. Like, we're the best team in the country. So I'm going to go watch the best gymnasts in the country compete because they do it at such a high level.
Right side, Barry Trammell, Tulsa World.
Yeah, John, what we've heard about you is you have fun on the football field. A little bit of swagger, some showmanship. Is that true? Where does that come from? Is that natural? Is that designed? Tell us about that aspect.
I mean, I'll be honest, I used to struggle with the word fun on the field because if I'm not winning, like, it's not fun if you're not winning. We had a lot of success this past year, so it was fun. People say I have swag. I mean, you just play football. I have the ball in my hand every play. I mean, I get the opportunity to do something with it, and cameras on me all the time, so I guess I have swag. Some people say I have toughness. I just feel like I have an obligation to give everything I have for my teammates. I guess that's where that comes from.
Next to Barry, George Stoya, Sooner Scoop.
John, being from Texas, what did you know about Oklahoma, growing up, going through the recruiting process, and also just how have you maybe embraced the expectations of being the quarterback at Oklahoma when you see the success that players have had here?
I've had a lot of close friends throughout my whole life. They're huge Oklahoma fans. One of my good buddies goes to school here, and another one. We all hang out, and it's all pretty surreal. I mean, I'm a quarterback Oklahoma Sooners, it's wild. But I'm here, and I feel blessed to do it, and it's close to home, which is great. My family loves it, obviously, because I'm so close. But, I mean, it goes back to, the expectations and the pressure. I think it's just a privilege and an opportunity to be here and work as hard as I can with all the resources I have and the great teammates I have around me to just put my best performance on the field.
Far right, Ryan Chapman, SI Sooners.
I know you had a good relationship with Coach Arbuckle. What did you learn about Coach Venables in the short portal recruiting process? And as you've been here, what's been true? What else have you learned? How's that kind of compared out?
I think talking to him, you can just tell he's a very intelligent individual. He's really smart. You can tell by the way he talks about my teammates now, and them as people, and then the coaches and their relationships that he has, and now being on his team, just how much he cares and how passionate he is and how he knows how to win. I know last year wasn't super successful, but he's been on a lot of winning teams, and he knows the formula. So just learning from him and telling him often that I appreciate him and what he's done, give me this opportunity. But he's a great man and a great coach.
Okay, left side, John. Let's go to Tom Green, Sooners Illustrated.
John, Coach Arbuckle, obviously, in his career so far, he's had a pretty good track record of developing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Policy and success last year. What is it about his coaching style that has kind of just bred all this success at that position?
I'd say the details and just the feedback that we get after every play. And maybe it's not on the field, but in the meeting room, every play there's something we can improve on. And he does it in a way that encourages us, doesn't put us down. Now, here and there, he's going to get on to us because he has to. We're quarterbacks, we're the leaders, and if we do it wrong, you got to get on to us, you know. But I'd say the details that he has and the options that he gives us in the offense, we have carte blanche to change whatever we want, and then he teaches us when to change things and the better place to get to.
Okay, Jesse Crittenden, leading insider.
John, wanted to ask you about the last year Washington State going through, leading the offense, being the starter through the full year. Just what did you learn about stepping into those shoes and leading the offense, and how much does that experience maybe help you coming here, new place going through the spring?
Well, I actually wasn't the starter all last year. I was in the quarterback competition until second to last week fall camp. So this is my first full year, like being able to embrace the opportunity, and it's been great. Like some of the stuff I'm just winging it, but I mean the leadership is something that I was gifted with, and then just building relationships with people and showing my teammates that I really care about them. I want them to succeed.
Bob, do you have one?
Yes, sir.
Bob
John,
Brisbillo,
let's
Center Scoop.
John, talk about the chemistry you've been building,
Mhm.
receivers, and how quickly that's been forming.
It's been forming pretty quick. We throw often, really twice a week. We'll get out there and throw, and it will be more. But it's pretty taxing, the strength and conditioning. I don't want anybody to hurt themselves, But it's been awesome to see. These guys are very good athletes, and I'm excited to throw to them. But it's been good, especially me knowing the offense, knowing how the route should be run, and when to run, and we can talk about those things. And spring ball will be huge, learning, playing against the real defense. This defense is pretty good. I've been watching them. It's a little confusing, but I'll get it. But just learning those things, and because throwing routes on air is one thing, but learning each other on the field is another thing. I'm excited to do that.
Okay, middle, James Hale.
John, talk about what this offense really is that Dan and you are bringing to the
I'd say it's a spread offense that's versatile enough to bring big bodies in on plays when we need to, and confuse defensive coordinators and make them really prepare for a lot of things that we could throw at them, especially because of the running quarterback ability. You got to add an extra hat in the box, and we're just very versatile, and we can do a lot of things and make a lot of checks to beat what they do. It turns into a really fun chess match. Sorry.
Come far left here, Mason Young, Tulsa World.
Yeah, John, I'm curious about Coach Konchesky, who came down with you guys from Wazoo.
Mhm.
What does having him in the room help you guys with, I guess?
Yeah, he's awesome. Again, along with the detail, he's very smart. He's been around for a long time. He's coached a lot of positions. So learning behind him, he's coached running backs, linemen, and he's been on the defensive side of the ball, so he knows a lot of perspectives, and he's taught me a lot. And again, with the Arbuckle, like every play there's something. And when I'm done with the rack on offense, I'll go back and I'll talk to him, and we'll just learn. And he's a great man, and we see eye to eye on a lot of things religiously. We're very, very close, and I go to him when I really need him, and him and Buck, and they talk me through things, teaching me how to be a man. And they've been great for me.
Go back right side, second row, Colton Sully, the Oklahoman.
You guys are about to start to implement this offense. Spring ball starts. How your relationship with Ben has been well documented, but how helpful will that actually be when you guys start to teach this offense to a new group of guys?
I think it's very important because I'll always have his back and he'll always have mine. So, and we see eye to eye. So it's not like I'm telling the receivers to do one thing and he's telling them to do another. Like what's taught in the coaches meetings to the position coaches will be the same thing that I tell the players, and then all around. So it'll be great. I think it'll happen pretty quickly just because of all the experience we have in this offense. And it won't be smooth because it's new offense and good defense that we're going against, but it'll happen pretty quickly.
Okay, next to Colton, let's go to Joe Masato, the Oklahoman.
Yeah, John, even when you're answering questions about the expectations and pressure that comes with being in your position, it seems like you've already embraced that and are almost at ease with it, confident. Like, where does that come from, just in your personality?
I'd say I'm pretty confident. I mean, pressure's, like you've heard famous people say, pressure's a privilege, and it's a little cliche, but it's true. I think I get in there every day, and first day of strength and conditioning workouts with the players, my teammates put me in the front of the line. And I really appreciated that, and that gave me some confidence. And then working out and seeing my teammates willing to come throw with me and work out extra and do those things gives me a lot of confidence in what we can do this year. But I wouldn't say it's pressure. I really enjoy it. I love football. So being in the building, it's not like, oh, I got to, I love it. And I love being in the building all the time and meeting new people, building relationships.
Okay, back row, far right, clip front, AP.
Yeah, so when you first came here and you got a chance to look at that Heisman Park and immerse yourself in that, what came to your mind and what do you think when you continue to see that?
I mean, I walk past it every day. I park right there, and there's 7 statues right there. It's pretty cool. I don't think about it every day and like, oh, that's what I want, because that's something that can happen as an outcome of the process that you do every day. And I want to win games, and you win enough games, that'll happen. That could happen. But that's not the first priority. It'd be really cool. It would. I'm not gonna say it won't, but winning games is the most important, and then we'll see what happens after that.
Okay, third row, middle, Curtis Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, John, you mentioned pressure. Can you kind of go over your thoughts of pressure playing in the SEC against these types of defenses, and how big of a factor was that for you personally to come to a school like this, playing in this conference?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think playing the best defenses is going to show me that I'm capable to do it or what I need to improve on. And like the timing is probably a little quicker, watching film. You got to be more detailed because of the players that I'll be playing against, which is fine, makes it more fun, even more of a chess match, like I said, and it's going to be fun. I'm excited for it. Now, will it be the easiest thing? No, but great atmospheres, great players, great coaches. It's the place to be.
Next to Curtis, Eli Letterman, ESPN.
Coach Arbaugh's been pretty central in your development as a player, but football aside, when you think back to where do you feel like your relationship is solidified during that early time?
I think, so he got there the winter of 23, and Cam was the guy, Cam Ward, of course, and I wanted to beat Cam out, all right? Everybody sees Cam. He's about to go, hopefully top 3 pick, maybe 1 in the draft, I think so. He's a good friend of mine, but I think me just trying to go after Cam and be the best quarterback out there every day, I think he saw that how passionate I was, and that I'd come and talk to him, and then through the next year, I was in a quarterback competition, and still the same drive that I had, he saw all the time, and I'd go in there and I'd meet with him more often and see what he wanted and see the kind of quarterback play, what makes a good quarterback. I learned from Cam what to do and what not to do, and just me being around him, going to his house, quarterback dinners, meeting his family, meeting his son, just being around him more, you build a relationship with him, and we talk football, but we also talk life, and it's a great relationship.
We've got time for 2 more questions. Aaron Patton.
I know you got a chance to talk with Baker. Of course, Oklahoma's had Mayfield. A lot of transfer quarterbacks have done well. Have they talked to you about coming into a program like this and how to embrace the challenge? Is this some do's and don'ts and how to be successful?
Yeah, I haven't talked to Baker a whole lot since I committed, just because I know he's busy and I don't really want to bother him. But I bet if I texted him, he'd be open to it. But no, I haven't really. I've heard a lot of advice from different guys. I talked to Dylan Gabriel, and he came and he talked a little bit, and he just told me to embrace the guys and really build relationships, because that's the most important thing, being a leader, and then loving everything about it, the fans, the process, the offense, and just learning everybody and learning how to win.
What's the thing when you build a relationship? How do you do that? Weight room? Is that off the field?
Definitely off the field. I mean, it's great that they can see a side of me in the weight room where they can see I like to push myself and get better. But off the field, you just talk like boys. You just have fun and hang out. That's when it really happens.
That's all we have time for. Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys.